Hello, Top Information Box family, and welcome back to our channel. In the past 24 hours, we've received the somber news of the passing of some extraordinary individuals. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals has touched your life, please consider giving it a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance.
Number 7. She lit up every room she walked into. That's how longtime friend Todd Hurst described Pamela Peters Solo and how so many who knew her remember her today. Pamela Peters Solo passed away peacefully at the age of 74. Her loss is deeply felt across the entertainment world and beyond. Born in New York, Pamela's journey to our screens began in the early 1970s. Audiences first connected with her warmth and charm when she originated the role of Peggy Brooks on The Young and the Restless. That landmark role opened the door to a rich and varied career in both television and film. Her talent shone through in beloved series such as Emergency, Happy Days, Room 222, and The Partridge Family. She also gave voice to animated characters in Butch Cassidy and appeared on the big screen in the cult action film Omega Cop. Her performances were always grounded, captivating, and full of heart. Pamela also starred in multiple episodes of Man from Atlantis, a series produced by her then-husband, Herbert Solo. Still, it was her own vibrant spirit, not her connections, that made her a standout. She wasn't just a performer. Pamela was known for her wit, her honesty, and the way she uplifted everyone around her. Younger actors often turned to her for guidance, and she offered it freely with compassion and a dash of humor. In an industry known for fleeting moments, Pamela built lasting relationships. Friends remember her as generous, bold, and endlessly kind. Her presence made sets warmer, stories richer, and lives better. Since news of her passing broke, tributes have poured in. Colleagues, fans, and friends alike have shared stories of the laughter she sparked and the wisdom she offered. Her influence lives on not only through the characters she portrayed, but through the lives she touched. Although the exact circumstances surrounding her passing were not widely disclosed, her family has shared that she passed away peacefully, surrounded by love. Pamela Peters Solo leaves behind a career of remarkable depth, a spirit full of joy, and a community forever better. For having known her, tributes to Pamela Peters Solo continue to flow, as we remember a light that will never fade. Number 6. A voice that shook rooms. Remembering Marlene Warfield. Marlene Warfield's presence on screen was electric, a force that demanded to be seen and heard. With this powerful tribute from a fellow actor, we remember a woman whose performances stirred hearts and left an unforgettable mark on American film and television. Marlene Warfield, a trailblazing figure in the entertainment world, has passed away at the age of 84. Born and raised in Queens, New York, Warfield's artistic journey began at the High School of Performing Arts, the very institution that later inspired the iconic series Fame. That early foundation sparked a career spanning over 5 decades, filled with roles that were bold, honest, and unapologetically human. She commanded the screen with unmatched power, most memorably as Lorene Hobbs in the Oscar-winning film Network. Her fierce delivery and emotional intensity made the character unforgettable. Audiences also came to love her in Across 110th Street and How I Got Into College, where she brought warmth and emotional complexity to every scene. Television viewers knew her from acclaimed series like The West Wing, The Shield, and Cold Case. Whether in film, television, or theater, Marlene Warfield lit up every story she touched with a unique fire and presence, but her impact extended far beyond her on-screen roles. Behind the scenes, Marlene was a powerful advocate for change. She fought for stronger, more nuanced roles for African American actors and mentored young artists navigating an often unforgiving industry. Those who worked with her knew her not only as a fierce talent, but also as a compassionate mentor, always ready with tough love. sharp insights, and heartfelt encouragement, Marlene Warfield passed away peacefully, surrounded by her loved ones. Her passing was due to age-related illness. She is survived by close family members, whose privacy she fiercely protected throughout her life. Her legacy lives on not only through the unforgettable characters she brought to life, but also through the countless artists she uplifted. She broke barriers, opened doors, and used her voice when silence would have been easier. Marlene Warfield stood tall so others could rise behind her. Her voice will echo through the stories she helped tell. Tributes to Marlene Warfield continue to pour in, honoring a life that forever changed the landscape of American storytelling. Number 5. The heartbeat of punk, remembering Honest John Plain. Honest John Plain's world-class rhythm guitar was the backbone of the Boys' sound. He will be greatly missed by all. That heartfelt tribute from his longtime bandmates reflects the deep respect and affection John earned throughout his life and career. Born John Splain, Honest John Plain was a cornerstone of British punk. His journey began in Leeds and eventually led him to form the Boys in the heart of London during the mid-1970s. Together, they crafted a fresh, melodic punk sound that stood the test of time, with 5 studio albums including the influential alternative chartbusters and the fan-favorite punk rock Menopause. John helped shape the very core of punk music. His honest lyrics, raw guitar tone, and rock-solid rhythm became the foundation of the Boys' identity. Always humble, John connected with fans in a way few artists could. He didn't chase fame, he chased truth through music. Every performance felt personal, sincere, and full of heart. That's what made his art endure for nearly 5 decades. Throughout his career, John kept writing, recording, and collaborating. He played with bands like the Yobs and the Crybabies, and with rock legends like Ian Hunter. Whether performing solo or alongside others, John brought the same fierce passion to every chord. Despite never dominating the charts, the Boys earned a global cult following. They were lovingly nicknamed the Beatles of punk, thanks in part to John's tuneful style and honest songwriting. His talent was only matched by his warmth. Offstage, John was known for his generosity, sense of humor, and ability to light up a room. He mentored new artists, championed fellow musicians, and gave freely of his time and wisdom. Honest John Plain passed away at the age of 73 after a long illness. The news of his passing sparked an outpouring of love from fans, musicians, and friends around the world. He is survived by his son Joe, who carries forward his father's memory with pride. John's legacy lives in every power chord he strummed, every lyric that rang true, and every soul he inspired. He may be gone, but his music doesn't just live on, it plays on, loud, proud, and uncompromising, just like him. Number 4. Norma Swenson, the woman who helped the world listen. She taught us to trust our own voices, and in doing so, helped the world hear us. Those words, spoken by a former student, capture the lasting spirit of Norma Swenson, a fierce advocate, educator, and co-creator of a global health revolution. At the age of 93, Norma passed away peacefully, leaving behind a legacy of knowledge, courage, and compassion. Norma didn't just teach about health, she empowered generations to claim it for themselves. As a co-author of the groundbreaking book Our Bodies, Ourselves, she ignited a movement that reshaped how women around the world understood their own bodies. Her words reached millions, and so did her heart. She co-founded the Boston Women's Health Book Collective with a powerful message: women deserve knowledge, and knowledge is power. The book they produced became a global beacon of change, published in over 30 languages and welcomed into homes, classrooms, and clinics across the world. Norma had a rare gift: the ability to bridge deep medical knowledge with genuine humanity. She worked with the World Health Organization, advised governments, and traveled extensively to support safer childbirth practices and reproductive health care. At Harvard, where she taught for 25 years, students described her as thoughtful, Grounded and unstoppable in her mission for equity, her impact extended far beyond academic circles. Norma inspired fellow advocates to believe that change was not only possible but necessary. Whether mentoring a young public health worker or helping translate medical materials for rural women, she always listened first, lifted others up, and never gave up hope. She also served as president of the International Childbirth Education Association and played a key role in shaping global health policies. As a representative of our bodies, ourselves at the United Nations, Norma ensured that women had a voice at every global table. Norma is survived by her daughter, choreographer Sarah Vox Swenson, and was preceded in death by her beloved husband, John Lena Swenson. Organizations and communities around the world are mourning her loss. The Our Bodies, Ourselves collective shared. Norma's depth of wisdom and connection continues to inspire us. She will be missed but never forgotten. Her legacy isn't just found in books or institutions, but in the confidence, freedom, and dignity she sparked within millions of women. Norma Swenson made the world more just, more informed, and more compassionate. Tributes to Norma Swenson continue to pour in. Number 3. Leonard Lauder, the heart behind a global beauty legacy, a man who practiced kindness with everyone he met. These heartfelt words from his son, William P. Lauder, offer a glimpse into the extraordinary life of Leonard Lauder, a visionary leader, generous soul, and a beloved pillar of the global beauty community. Leonard Lauder passed away peacefully at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy defined not just by business success, but by compassion, creativity, and a commitment to making the world more beautiful in every sense of the word, from mixing creams with his mother, Estee Lauder, in their modest New York kitchen to leading one of the most powerful beauty empires in the world. Leonard's journey was one of innovation, heart, and perseverance. As chairman and CEO of the Estee Lauder companies, Leonard transformed a family business into a global powerhouse. Under his leadership, the company expanded to over 150 countries and welcomed iconic brands such as MAC, Aveda, Bobbi Brown, and La Mer into its portfolio. But he wasn't just a business titan, he was a trailblazer who changed how the world saw beauty. He coined the term lipstick index, a now famous economic concept, and introduced the angled tip that made lipstick application easier for millions. With every innovation, Leonard blended business savvy with a personal touch, but Leonard's brilliance went far beyond the beauty counter. His passion for art led to one of the most significant cultural donations in history, a $1 billion collection of Cubist masterpieces gifted to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. That gift transformed not only the museum's galleries but also broadened access to creativity and culture for generations to come. A Navy veteran, devoted son, and loving father, Leonard Lauder remained grounded in humility and fueled by an endless curiosity about the world. Those who knew him best remember not just his accomplishments but his grace. His son William reflected. He not only built a company, he built a community. With authenticity, wisdom, and joy, Leonard is survived by his family, who continue to carry forward his legacy through leadership, philanthropy, and a deep devotion to the values he championed. His influence will continue to echo in boardrooms, art museums, and beauty counters across the globe. His warmth, vision, and kindness have left the world brighter, more colorful, and more compassionate. Tributes to Leonard Lauder continue to pour in from all around the world. Number 2. Joel Shapiro, the sculptor who made shapes speak. I want the work to signify not a past emotion, but a current one. I want it to exist in the moment. Joel Shapiro, whose bold and dynamic forms gave modern sculpture a sense of life and motion, has passed away peacefully at the age of 83. For over 5 decades, Shapiro reimagined how sculpture could connect with us not as static objects, but as emotional, living presences. Working with materials like wood, bronze, and painted metal, Shapiro created pieces that seemed to leap, tilt, balance, or float. His clean, geometric lines carried an emotional depth that made viewers pause, feel, and wonder. Whether it was a figure mid-stride or a shape suspended in motion, his work turned stillness into movement and minimalism into meaning. He first gained widespread attention in the early 1970s with works that combined the purity of minimalism with the soul of human expression. From that point forward, Shapiro carved out a language uniquely his own, a language built from angles, space, and emotion. One of his most powerful and widely recognized public works, Loss and Regeneration, stands solemnly outside the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. Quiet yet forceful, it speaks of grief, hope, and resilience, a reflection of how deeply his art touched the human spirit. Throughout his life, Joel Shapiro completed over 30 major public installations across the globe. His work was featured in prestigious institutions including the Whitney Museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Venice Biennale. He received numerous accolades, not only from the United States but also from France and art communities worldwide. Born and raised in New York City, Joel's worldview was transformed during his early service in India with the Peace Corps. That formative experience nurtured his lifelong belief in the importance of culture, connection, and shared humanity, a belief that echoed throughout his work. His sculptures were bold yet searching, grounded but always reaching. His art didn't just sit in space, it danced with it. More than his exhibitions or awards, it was the sincerity and relentless vision behind his work that truly resonated. A longtime friend once said of him, "He was relentless in his vision and generous in spirit." Joel Shapiro is survived by his wife, fellow artist Ellen Fallon, and by the countless artists, students, and admirers who continue to find inspiration in his work. He died of natural causes, but his legacy lives on, not carved in stone, but captured in every suspended limb, every tilted box, every abstract figure trying to find its balance. His work invites us not just to look, but to feel. Tributes to Joel Shapiro continue to pour in from the global art world and beyond. Number 1. Remembering Ananda Lewis, a voice that inspired a generation. Did you hear the heartbreaking news out of Los Angeles? A beloved television icon, known for her grace, strength, and fearless voice, has passed away. Ananda Lewis, a trailblazing host and advocate, died at the age of 52 after a courageous and private battle with breast cancer. For those who grew up watching MTV and bet in the late 1990s and early 2000s, Ananda was more than just a familiar face. She was a symbol of empowerment, authenticity, and cultural influence. From her iconic role on Total Request Live to hosting her own daytime talk show, Ananda used every platform she was given to uplift others and speak truth to power. Her sister, Lakshmi Emery, shared that Ananda spent her final days at home, under hospice care, surrounded by the deep love of her family. Despite the pain of her illness, Ananda remained true to herself until the very end. Gracious, strong, and full of light, Ananda was always open about her health journey, using her own story to encourage women, especially women of color, to prioritize regular mammograms and take charge of their health. Her openness saved lives, and even in her final weeks, her message never changed. Choose life, live boldly, and be kind. In one of her final wishes, Ananda asked to be remembered not just for her television career, but for the love, kindness, and inspiration she brought to those around her. Those who knew her personally describe a woman who radiated wisdom, humility, and a sense of humor that could brighten the darkest room. As we remember Ananda Lewis today, let us celebrate a legacy built on truth, strength, and service. She gave a voice to young people, championed women's health, and inspired millions through her honesty and resilience. Ananda may no longer be with us, but her legacy lives on in the lives she touched, the hearts she uplifted, and the millions she inspired. Her spirit remains a beacon of light, reminding us all to live authentically and love deeply. Tributes continue to pour in as fans, friends, and former colleagues honor the life of Ananda Lewis. From all of us at Top Information Box, we say, thank you, Ananda. You will never be forgotten.